Heinrich, your reign of terror must end.
You fool! You know as well as I that I cannot be destroyed.
Prison, then. May the fates hold off the coming of the storm.
Return to Castle Wolfenstein immediately. Notify Herr Himmler. We found him.
Hello, and welcome to Return to Castle Wolfenstein with your host, Red76. I decided to go ahead and do a walkthrough of this game. A full walkthrough, so it's going to be 100% on everything. If that's what you're looking for, you've come to the right place. I used to play this game when it first came out, I played it, and this was released November 19th, 2001. And I played the hell out of this game when it came out, and I still periodically play it. Like the last time I played it was back in 2014. So I'm going to play this game on I Am Death Incarnate, which is the hardest difficulty. And I'm going to show you where all the secrets are, where all the treasures are, all the kills, all the weapons, everything. So you're going to get 100% on everything. I went back and forth on reading the notes and all that. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I changed my mind. I went back and forth. And at first I wasn't going to because it would take up too much time, but I'll go ahead and do it. That's about it. I'm not going to talk through the cinematics and stuff, so you can listen to what they say. And let's go ahead and get started. I'm excited to bring this to you. I'm going to do every level, the full game, and at some point I will go back. I'll try to, if I have time, I'll go back and do Wolfenstein 3D and Spear of Destiny, if I can. And there's a lot of levels on there, so that's a lot of videos, and that's a lot of time. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. This is actually my first time doing a classic game walkthrough, so I'm excited about this. Let's do this. And here we're at the OSA, Office of Secret Actions, Joint Military Operations, which is like the OSS, which is Office of Strategic Services. I don't know that the OSA actually existed. If it did, forgive my ignorance, but I think it's just for the game. I am familiar with the OSS, which did exist, so don't know. Oh, and before I click play, the guy sitting at the table, the director, I forget his name for the game, but I think they just call him the director. He was voiced by Tony J. Tony J did a lot of cartoon voices, and you'll recognize him when you hear him. He did a lot of cartoon voices. He did the 1980s and 1990s version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He did Virgil from Mighty Max. He did just a whole bunch. I can't even list them. And so he just has that recognizable voice. Unfortunately, he passed away. I don't remember what year, but it wasn't very long ago. So, let's get on with the game.
Come in. Well, Jack, have we heard anything?
Yes, sir. We've just received a coded transmission from Kessler, our contact in the Kreisau Circle.
And?
Both agents have been captured and are being held in Castle Wolfenstein.
Damn. Call a meeting, Jack.
Yes, sir.
All right, gentlemen. Now let's go through it again by the numbers. What did we miss?
Well, here's what we know. This is Castle Wolfenstein, located in the Harz Mountains of northern Germany, property of Heinrich Himmler. Now, we've known of the existence of Castle Wolfenstein for some time, but we've only recently heard reports from our Kreisau Circle contacts in the German resistance regarding bizarre occult rituals taking place there. Now, these characters are part of Himmler's newly formed SS Paranormal Division, a small but elite group comprised of members possessing above-average IQs and backgrounds with the occult and/or paranormal. The one in charge is this woman, Helga von Bülow. Our Kreisau contact in one of the villages below the castle has informed us that she and other members of the division have been recently deployed to the area. The kraut with the monocle is one Wilhelm Strasse, also known as Death's Head, a brilliant and ruthless scientist who heads up Himmler's Special Projects Division.
Special Projects? It's marvelously vague.
Well, we know it encompasses all manner of advanced weapons research, including rocketry. It's also rumored to involve ultra-secret research into chemical and biological warfare.
Charming.
But at the moment, we don't know how it ties in with this massive archaeological dig near Castle Wolfenstein.
So, advanced weapons, rocketry, chemical and biological research. Now, the occult.
Still doesn't add up.
Well, that's why we sent our boys in there. Jack, what are our options here?
Well, we could send a backup team in behind them.
Or
we sit tight and hope that they can find a way out.
It's your call, sir.
well, looks like we play the waiting game.
Alright, so go ahead and start mission. This is mission 1, Ominous Rumors. Part 1, Escape, which that's kind of a, I guess it's a throwback to the old game. I think there was a song called Escape. Mission objectives: escape the dungeon by any means necessary, locate the exit to the lower key.
Sergeant, come in. Your orders, Herr Doctor. Go and get the other one. This one is almost finished.
Jawohl.
Now, let's try it again, shall we? Who do you work for?
Gives a new meaning to the words lazy bones. Hanging around. A buddy of mine who plays this, named Stryker, or he hadn't played probably in a long time, but he never let a Nazi flag, swastika, stay. Like he took care of all of them, I think. And I do too. Just one of his things. I remember him telling me that. Like I'm gonna get rid of them all. Something to that extent. I just remember him destroying them, like me.
Yes.
And his tools off. And if you're a smart gamer who grew up back in the day, in the 90s, 80s and 90s, you played these older games, you will remember to save your game. Because if you don't, you're going to regret it. And I will be doing this a lot.
Ah, there you are. Shackles that one to the wall and takes the other one off the table. Sergeant, when I give you an order, I expect an acknowledgement.
Or Agent 1. That's Frank Webley. Interesting fact, though, is that if you play Tides of War, which is on the console, I don't think he's on the table. I don't know if... I can't remember. It's been a while. I did play it. And you get to play through the whole game, I think, co-op. And it's either another soldier, like a U.S. soldier on the table, or it's nobody. But if you play single player on Tides of War, then it is Webley, but he's in a U.S. uniform, as he was in the beginning of the game. And you're in the desert. So, I want to say that the Old Blood almost follows that timeline, the co-op timeline, where he actually lives. But I'm not entirely sure. I'll go ahead and just read these. I changed my mind. Interrogation report, March 17, 1943. Subject unknown. Interrogator, Dr. Z. Very little information was divulged by the subject. He was subjected to 77% standard current before expiring. We did discover a cyanide tablet hidden in a compartment of the subject's boot. This discovery leads us to believe that he and his accomplice are Allied spies, although we have not determined at this time which agency they may be working for. I believe that I will achieve better results from his accomplice. Subject time of death, 1535. And don't forget, you can access a notebook. You hit N unless you make you customize the button. N for notebook. You have a map, you have the briefing. And we're looking for Kessler. He's a Kreisau Circle agent. And some of these characters actually go on to Wolfenstein, the next game, which came out in 2009. And I believe this does follow that storyline.
Hey, still trying to get some music on that thing?
Ja, aber das Wetter ist herb.
Good luck.
Danke, Willy.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Willie, or Billy. So. Allow me. Gotta get rid of those swastikas.
Hey, Hans. Wie geht's, Willy? Not much. What does the American spies is there? I'm sure the good doctor did his best, eh? Maybe I'll see you in the village tonight. Yeah.
Guessing he's talking about Wolfberg village. Wolfberg, which is down below the tram area. Alright, let's go ahead and save this. And I'm sorry for the weird edits. If you do see any weird edits, like before, right before I killed the doctor, it's because I had to restart. I messed up. If you see odd edits, it's because I messed it up. I think he's coming back. Maybe not. Two of them, though, I think. Always check behind objects because a lot of times there are secrets hidden behind them. These things. These guys don't need to be calling for help. All watch personnel from Major Jurgen. Subject alert status. As you are all aware, the SS Paranormal Division has had tremendous success in their recent archaeological efforts near the village. However, Oberst Helga von Bülow is extremely displeased with the level of security at Castle Wolfenstein and the village near the excavation sites. I cannot stress how important this operation is to the Reich. 2 spies were recently discovered attempting to infiltrate the castle. With this in mind, I caution you. Any breaches in security determined to be caused by watch personnel will be dealt with in the harshest manner possible. Regards, Major Wilhelm Jurgen, security officer at Wolfenstein. So basically it's your fault that they got in. Or we got in. Not really sure what that means. In German though. So you always, the way I play games, you want to keep it quiet. It's stealth, and then you end it dynamic. Oh, that's nice. And that's just my favorite way of doing it. Some people just like to be dynamic completely. Go in and guns blazing, kill everything, everybody, blow up everything. And then there are other people who like to just keep it silent the entire time, and there are people like me who like to do both. So I guess one of the guys on top saw me, I'm not sure. But I like both, like this. Alright, so I believe this is the secret. Secret number 1. There we go. Sniper rifle ammo. not the best idea to mess with somebody with a sniper rifle. I want to say that's the dam that you go through later. Not entirely sure, but I think it is. Come this way, you fight these guys. I think he says something to the extent of protect the gold, you fools, schnell, schnell. And, you know, kind of gave away the secret that there's actually gold in here. Binoculars, you want those. And Nazis aren't the smartest guys. Another secret. Grab one. Sometimes it helps to just grab one and it'll unlock the secret area for you. It's kind of weird how the game works. Let's get rid of that radio. Where that guy went. He's definitely shooting at me earlier. Notice the floor. Different. Oh, okay, I thought that was a guy as a flag. Now we're gonna go back up top. Clear all the floors. Got him with the pistol, how about that? You can pretty much destroy almost everything here. Climb up this. Climb down it, which is one. We'll cross some wood up here for the fireplaces. That's a random place for a tree to be if it was. So, come on. Coming through. I guess that's Field Commandant or Field Commander, probably. I got all the doors locked here. Love this level. This is one of my favorite levels too, even though it's the first level. Fun. Mauser, yes. Remember guys coming. Why I remember that. Kind of remembered it at the last minute. This is a powerful rifle. You can kick it up too.
Estás American! Shoot!
Board on the floor. I don't know if there were any here. Oh, wow. I didn't expect to get that other guy. And if you're not sure, where you go to an area that you may not be able to come back from, save the game, because there may be a secret you missed. And you can even make an extra save, you know. Make an extra save, you know, make a save at the very beginning of the level and then make a secondary save for going through the level. And that way, if you messed up, hey, if you have to start the whole level over, it's not a big deal. At least you're able to do just that level and you didn't miss out on a secret or something. The way I look at it. Filled up the hallway there. This is that locked door from earlier. And once you open it from one side, I think it unlocks it then. Have grenades? We used to Call of Duty grenades. They actually fly far. What are these? Yeah, don't stand right in front of those. From what I remember, they heard you. I love the M40 on this game. Notice the music has changed because it's calm, you know. Oh my gosh, a secret. And yeah, you can eat the food for health if you want. I actually love this song too. This song is called The Mission, or Mission. There we go. Secret area and some treasure. Trying to see if we can knock it off the wall or not. But it's calm, you know, so that means that nobody else is alerted to your presence. And yes, for all you guys who do know every secret in this game, I know which secret I missed. I'm gonna go back to it. Don't worry. I am trying to remember which. Oh yeah. Bear with me, it's been a minute. I played it last. Swastika on gold. Pretty good secret, man. That's a good place to keep everything. But I probably wouldn't leave a hole right there in the wall. Alright. Got 3 grenades. Let's see if this works. It is. This is considered a secret area. This is where I couldn't get in earlier. But you can get some food out of it, and some grenades, and some health. Really, the food is health, but you know what I mean. A warm meal. And you get a fire, place to sleep. Come on. Pretty nice. This actually reminds me of winter because I played this during the winter time when I got it. I told you I got it for Christmas. So, you know, it just brings back a lot of nostalgia, a lot of memories. Make sure all your weapons are loaded up. Check your ammo. This is actually kind of significant. You got a crane, you got an Ankh, a crane, an eye, I think. And I'm not sure what that is. I don't even know if it's anything. But you definitely need to know these 3 for later. And look at that, we found another secret. Chalice. I like the secret area, it's pretty cool. Either the Nazis knew about it, or they didn't. They do hide gold and everything, really. They hide ammo and gold and health and everything. You play the old games. So yeah, you don't want to run forward too fast. And once you see that come up, then back off. So, look at that. We got 2 out of 2 objectives, 7 out of 7 secret areas, 9 of 9 treasure, and I made 2 attempts because, like I said, I had to reload the game a couple times. That's it. And that blue bar in the bottom that says exit, that tells you how far away you are from an exit. Let's move on. I'm going to go ahead and read this. It's the same as the first level. Mission 1, Ominous Rumors. Part 2, Castle Keep. And the mission objective is to locate the tram entrance. Orders are as follows. Infiltrate Castle Wolfenstein and investigate increased activity from SS Paranormal Division. Gather any intelligence information you may find regarding said SS Division and their activities in the area. Kessler, your contact, is a member of the German resistance group called the Kreisau Circle. He has managed to partially infiltrate the SS Paranormal Division's temporary headquarters and has valuable information regarding their activities. Meet Kessler in the village near the archaeological dig site. He will have further information regarding your mission. Remember, if you or Agent 1 are captured, escape at all costs. Standing Order number 71 remains in effect. If you are placed in a compromising position where you might divulge information regarding your mission or the OSA, take your own life by ingesting your cyanide tablet. As always, the OSA will disavow any knowledge of your identity and mission if you are compromised. Good luck. Man, that's pretty strong for a government entity or agency to tell you to take your own life. You don't want to give up this information that, you know, is crucial to the freedom and security of our nation and possibly the world, but it's just, you don't really think much of it. That's actually pretty strong because, you know, if you're a religious person, killing yourself is a sin, right? It's just an in-depth way to think about it. I never really gave it much thought until I read it just now. And I'm not going to read all of them for every single level. Just kind of allows you to hear it instead of you having to read it, but also kind of refreshes my memory because it's been a minute since I played the game. So on to level 2.